Insights Media.
Ilobu Day is an annual celebration of rich cultural and historical heritage of the people of the ancient town of Ilobu Ashake. It started in 1992 when late Alhaji Hassan Olasupo Arogundade was the president of Ilobu Descendant Union, now Ilobu Ashake Development Union. The celebration holds every second Saturday of November every year. Due to 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, the celebration could not be held, and the development means the prayer anniversary was held this year.
The Ilobu Day celebration is an annual event in which sons and daughters of our ancient city gather together to celebrate our rich cultural heritage, honor our forefathers' sacrifices, and chart a new course for the development of our community.
In line with the above statement of the president of IDU, Pastor Olufemi Salako, the 30th Ilobu Day, being the first to be executed by IDU leadership under him, witnessed several firsts in terms of planning, execution, and most importantly, impact on the people of the town.
Celebration is unique, being the 38th of it, and the uniqueness has been captured in the detailed preparation and execution of the anniversary. It promises not only to bring back the glamour, the fanfare, the historic moments, but also to entail special activities and programs that will keep it fresh in our memory for many years to come.
The planning committee, under the chairmanship of the renowned technocrat and administrator par excellence, Alhaji Ishaq Oyewole Awotunde, put together programs that have deep impact on the lives of the citizens and residents. Among such unprecedented are the stakeholders' engagements, World Press Conference, launch of the Ilobu Youth Assembly, multi-millionaire free medical and surgical treatments, among others. While the main event was also spiced up with live streaming that ensured citizens who were not on the field did not miss much.
Part of the uniqueness of this celebration is the unprecedented engagement with relevant stakeholders, groups, and religious bodies by the IDU national executives. This was held a few days back on Tuesday. The purpose of the engagement is to inform all sons and daughters about the details of this year's celebrations, and more importantly, to solicit their feedback.
After days of planning, the execution of over 1 week-long activities marking 30th Ilobu Day commenced on November 1st with a press statement by the IDU president announcing the commencement of Ilobu Day activities. The press statement was widely reported by online and traditional media outlets. In the address, Pastor Olufemi Salako told sons and daughters of Ilobu that this year's edition of the day will be unique, being the 30th of it. After that, and later on the same day, IDU executives held unprecedented stakeholders' engagements with relevant associations, clubs, religious bodies, unions, communities, artisans, and others to brief them on the planning and also seek their input to make the celebration more colorful.
Àwa fẹ́ kí ìfipò ìkòkò wà ká máa gbọ́ yín kẹ́ máa wò pé àkànjó lọ ká máa wò wá hàn. Torí tí àbá gbòmí tí àbá gbọ́ tẹ́ fẹ́ téèyàn ṣe ìwọ́gbó lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ á rò pé tẹ́ bá ń pàtẹ́wọ́ fún bóyá tẹ́wọ́ fètò ìpadà ní ilé àgbo ọ̀sán ní kò ní mà àfẹ́ kò ṣẹlẹ̀ olófàtà sí pé ìpàdé ìrọ̀lẹ́. Ní ọdún yìí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ wa dá wa sí ó pé ọgbọ̀n ọdún tá a ti ń ṣe Ilobu Day.
Over 200 persons were present to represent no fewer than 57 groups, associations, communities, political parties, religious bodies, and unions. They made their contributions one after the other, and all their suggestions were noted.
Tí Christian àti Muslim wà ń bẹ̀, ẹni ìdílé yẹn ò dára. Ẹ tún wá sọ̀rọ̀ UPN, MPN tí ọmọ ìyá ń ṣe. Tá a bá ti ń ṣe òṣèlú tó nígboro, ká mọ̀ sọmọ ìyá nílé. Àbájáde wa fẹ́ dá gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin ni pé mo fẹ́ kí kọ́mítì kan wà. Olóṣèlú tó wà ní ìlú Ilobu yìí. Tí onígbà bá ti lọ bí òṣèlú ẹ̀. Táláwo bá ti dé kí gbogbo wa olórí pátá a máa kó sínú yàrá kan. ká sì fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan.
On Saturday, November 5th, 2022, the activities for the day commenced with a World Press Conference addressed by Pastor Olufemi Salako, who was flanked by past presidents in persons of Alhaji Lekon Yusuf, Alhaji Dawood Adebisi Balogun, and members of the current leadership. Salako addressed the world.
Another uniqueness of this 30th anniversary is the press briefing that we are having today, so that we can articulate our plans, our visions with the press and the whole world. We believe that we are talking to the right channels and we are speaking to the world.
After the briefing, the IDU leadership paid a very important visit to the palace to pay a homage to Oba Ashiru Olatoye Olaniyan, where the supreme leader of the town was officially informed of the commencement of Ilobu Day activities. Valuable discussions, suggestions, and royal guidance were given by the monarch. Sunday, November 6th, witnessed another first in the history of Ilobu as young persons launched the Ilobu Youth Assembly. The assembly, according to Abdul Fattah Rufai, will be an umbrella of all young persons in Ilobu, regardless of religious, educational, or any other inclination.
Forum, it's here to stay. The sustainability rests on our collective efforts. It is not just a group of elites, a group of people who are learned or people who are university graduates that gather themselves in a forum, but it's actually a collective, an umbrella body that will house all the youths in Ilobu, and we hope and pray that people, Ilobu youths, will support us, as so much as we want.
Seated on the panel section anchored by Jared Yamiyu were IDU President Femi Salako, renowned Professor of Economics Femi Shaibu, National Assistant Secretary, Warren of IDU, Dr. Mrs. Afusat Alabi, and three past presidents of Ilobu National Students Union in persons of Kazim Amuson, Teslim Olaoshebikon, and Teslim Salahuddin, while renowned Ilobu-born award-winning journalist Mojid Alabi delivered thought-provoking and highly insightful lecture. Some of the key participants spoke.
The life of Alhaji Kola, who was the patron, will have to intervene many times, and there will be a resolution over issues that created a lot of problems. And talking about the problem condition of the road, many times they would have written, and I would recollect that it was their efforts that even made consistent government to send OSRs or what they call their bosses there to Ilobu, when we even had one of us, DG, as one of the DG, one of the government appointees at the time.
To support them through mentorship, through guidance and counseling, and also kind of leadership exposure for them, so that their community roles and even their personal lives can be well equipped to go through. It's quite exciting to be witnessing it.
I attended today's program where two things were done. The unveiling of the IYA, that is Ilobu Youth Assembly, and a lecture was given too. So, in summary, we have to advise our youth. We have to, the missing link today was identified was love, peace, and unity.
While Monday could be said to be free of activities apart from being dates for the commencement of registration of intended beneficiaries of the medical and surgical treatment. On Tuesday, members of the Ilobu National Students Union held the 30th anniversary commemoration lecture delivered by Basit Olokota and Mojid Alabi, who was represented by the event by Jared Yamiyu. At the event, students of over 10 public and private secondary schools were present, and the focus of discussion was on reviving the dwindling academic and moral standards in our community. President of IDU, Pastor Femi Salako, and INSU patron, Alhaji Dr. Lekon Yusuf, led dignitaries to the event. The project was done in partnership with Positive Thinkers Initiative, led by an illustrious Ilobu son, Dr. Abdurrauf Adisa Kolawole. No fewer than 57 had surgical operations done for them for free, while 8 were treated for ears, nose, and throat infections. 504 persons got tests, treated, and free drugs for different ailments, all at no cost. IDU President had earlier explained the motive behind the gesture. The health programs continued to November 26th, when 58 persons were treated for eye diseases, and correctional glasses worth millions of naira will be given to the needed Ilobu sons and daughters and residents. Following the multi-million naira health project, IDU on the same Wednesday held the final of 30th Ilobu Day football competition on the playing field of St. Paul Middle School. Ilobu North won the contest, while Ilobu West were the runner-up. Ilobu Central and Ilobu East strikers occupied 3rd and 4th position. Thursday, November 10th was another day when the cultural heritage was fully on display and talents inherent in Ilobu sons and daughters were showcased at the special cultural day held at the Palace of Ilobu of Ilobu, Oba Ashiru Olaniyan. It was a day that will forever be remembered by different groups and troops that performed. Also on seats with the IDU president is vice executives of the union, baales in Ilobu, high chiefs, among others.
Ọjọ́ àṣà nílùú Ìlòbù, ara ètò tá à ń ṣe láti ṣe àyọ́dún ọgbọ̀n ọdún tí a ti ń kóra wa jọ fún Ìlòbù Day. Ẹ rí oríṣiríṣi ẹgbẹ́ tí ó ti jáde lénìí. Àwọn àṣà ìbílẹ̀ wa tó jẹ́ tìlú wa, òun ni wọ́n ń gbé lárugẹ, ijó, orin àti oríkì. 9 péré lára irú ẹ̀ tó wà ní gbòòrò ìlú òun ló ṣe lénìí.
Ní ọba wa Olóògùn, àwọn oníjó ti dá wa lára yá, wọ́n ti jẹ oúnjẹ ìbílẹ̀, ẹ̀kọ àti ẹ̀fọ́, ègbò àti àdàlú. Adábàbà kábíyèsí sí, mo tó fi ọkàn bá mi fún ọ̀gá mi, alága wa, olùṣọ́ àgùntàn, Olúwafẹ́mi Sàlàkọ́, wọ́n bá mi fún ọ ní ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ àti òye tí ó fi mọ dárí wa.
As Eko and Efo remain the best delicacies of Ilobu, a competition was held on how to best eat it. The Friday Gala night was held and anchored by the immediate past National Secretary of the IDU, Mr. Dabi Alabi. It had in attendance no fewer than 300 persons and critical matters were discussed. Questions were asked on some critical projects that are calling for the attention of the local government, and the council chairman, Adegoke Ogunshola, responded to his best of his abilities. Comes the D-Day, Saturday 12th of November, Ilobu of Ilobu was on seat to welcome dignitaries from all walks of life to the glamorous, colorful, and entertaining event. Also in attendance as host is a former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Lasun Yusuf, IDU President Olufemi Salako, Record Local Government Chairman Adegoke Okoshola, among others.
Torí tiwọn làwọn ṣe wà ní lónìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bàbá tó jẹ́ wípé ìtorí tiwọn làwọn àlejò náà ṣe wà ní lónìí. Kò sí wọn bẹ̀. Bàbá tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn ni wọ́n ṣorí ire lónìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Torí pé kò sí ipá ìṣe ní lónìí, à ń kó Ilobu Àṣàkẹ́ jáde ní. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Táwọn Ilobu Àṣàkẹ́ ọ̀hún níbi ìwọ́n ṣe kábíyèsí tí wọ́n ti dárúkọ kábíyèsí tó bá lè ṣe sóòrù. Bàbá wa kábíyèsí olóbìnrin ti lọ olóbìnrin ṣe ọlọ́tọ̀yọ̀ ńlá níyàn kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí o kábíyèsí o.
Professionals, business moguls, captains of industries, among others, were in Ilobu to celebrate with Oba Olaniyan and sons and daughters of Ilobu. IDU branches, communities in Ilobu, associations, groups and clubs were not absent, while Ilobu Talent entertained all attendees. Sunday was for Thanksgiving, and as usual, it was held at St. Michael's Anglican Church, Ilobu. Ilobu Day 2022 has gone, but the impact it has had will continue to be fresh in the minds of the residents of the town.
Insights Media.